Hello, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another VW show. We're going to do two issues tonight, 109 and 110. They look like quite lengthy-ish issues. I will spit it out. But yeah, be nice to get stuck in and get some stuff done. It looks like there's a lot to do, but then potentially it's not really. But we'll see how we get on. Excuse me. How is everyone? Yeah, thank you all for joining. So I'm going to go straight in with all the chat. So thank you very much. So we've got Mark in saying good evening, everyone. Hi, Mark. How are you? We've got Tom. Good evening, everyone. And VWT1 mold easy do, Alex. That's good. Tom says hi to Geordie Dave. Ian says very good evening all to hosts and everyone. Tom says evening to Ian. Mark says evening to Ian. Mark says evening to Tom. Tom says evening to Mark. Danno Builds in. Good evening, everyone. Good luck with this build, Alex. Have a great stream. Thank you very much, Dave. And Dave says good evening, Mark, Tom, and Ian. Mark says evening to Dave Mac. Tom says evening to Dave Mac. Lord Peter says hello, Alex. So hello, Lord Peter. How are you, buddy? Hope you're well. Ian says hi to Dave Mac. Peter says hi, Mark, Tom, Ian, Dave, Mac. Tom says hi to Ian. Dave Mac says evening to Lord Peter. Mark says hi, Peter. Mark says wrist steak after issue 110. And Tom says hi, Lord Peter. And Ian says hi to Peter. So, yeah, thank you all so much for joining this evening. Right. So, yeah, we're going to do 109 first. So let's pop that away. So yeah, 109. Okay. Let's sort the cameras out and get stuck in then. So I feel really low. I need to bring the chair up a bit. There we go. Okay, so we're going to do the rear right interior. So we've got the rear right interior. Lots of screws and things as well. Yep, so this is the rear right interior. So it'd be nice to get some of that on. We've got the armrest, which is in here. Again, lots of packaging and things. So yeah, this is the armrest. We've got the protection bars, which are these two pieces here. Chrome. We've got the two protection bar brackets. So I'm going to put them straight in my tray there. And then we've got the lower left trim, just another piece of chrome with a red pinstripe down it. And then we've got some BDO4 screws. So let's get all these screws out. BDO4. We've got BPO1. They're tiny. Yeah, we got BPO9. Forgot to put the label on that one. I'm going to put it in with them, I think. BPO9. And then finally, we've got BP12 screws here, which I'll put up in there. Perfect. It's really coming along, this camper now. And we've only got, well, 10 more issues, haven't we? It's 120. So we'll nearly be done. Okay. So, Peter says, I'm getting better after started fitting Monday night. Rushed to the hospital, put back on seizure. Oh, no. Well, I hope you're feeling better now and the meds are helping. Bless you. So, yeah, I hope you're okay, buddy. Okay. So, let's start then with step 1. So we're going to insert the armrest into the 2 holes indicated on the rear right interior and secure from the inside with 2 BPO9 screws. I think it probably means outside, because you're not going to have the rest on the outside and screw from the inside, if that's what it means. So yeah, that's going to fit on there. It can go either way, but I'm going to do it. There's a little bit of where they've cut it off the sprue, so I'm going to have that facing down and the slightly nicer edge at the top. And then 2 BP09 screws will secure that into place. I might have to get the 000 out for this one. No, it's a very strange screw size. Let's try that one. And this is where you need like 3 hands. So that's one in. And 2. So there is our armrest installed. Dave Mack says, hope you feel better soon, Peter. Do you want me to leave Sunday until the following Sunday? And he goes, I'm doing okay, but can't be left alone. No. Okay. Next, we're going to insert the posts of one of the bars into the holes indicated in the housings of the interior windows. Secure the bar with 2 BP12 screws. Okay. So these are the same. You've got a pin at the bottom and a hole at the top. So that's just going to make sure they're flush. That was just pushed into place. Even more there. And then we're going to do, what was it, 2 BP12 screws. Holding those in. Perfect. So that's one in. Fit the other bar. Oh no, sorry. Now we're going to fit one of the bar brackets. So the end of the bar is held by the bracket. Secure the post with the interior with a BP12 screw. Okay. So that's going to cover the end of the bar. So that'll be pushed in like so. And then we want another BP12 screw to go in the end here. Perfect. So that is one done. We're going to follow the same process and fit the second bar into place. One, two, and then we'll fit the end piece on. And they are solid. So there we have our protection bars in. And that looks really cool. So after that, we're going to place the body on its side and place the interior assembly inside, fitting towards the back. Brilliant. So let's get the body over. Do-do-do. So I'm just being careful of those windows. Right. we're going to be working, I believe, up here. So let me take off the tape so we can bring the hinges back, or the hinge back. And then this is going to fit in here. Okay, that's a nice fit. And we're going to secure the interior with 8 BD04 screws. So I'm going to start them all off so I know it's all lined up. So we've got one there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1 right here in the corner, 6, and then 2 at the back, 1 there. Lovely. So that all lines up. I'm not going too hard on the screws because we are going into plastic. So it's just enough to keep it in place. And stop it rattling about. Okay, then we've just got 2 more. This date, getting one from this issue. So those 2 at the back, they were killer. Right, okay, so that is all of those screws done up. No sign of screwing the bracket on yet. Okay, so next we're going to insert the trim into the holes along the bottom of the left side, bearing in mind their position to ensure a correct fit. Secure it from inside the body with 4 BP01 screws. So it's going to be going along this top edge here. So this is where it gets a bit awkward, to be honest, because where I fitted the mirror, so what I'm going to have to do is carefully turn this round and have the mirror watch the windows. The mirror off the end of the mat here. And then what I can do is try and realign this. Conveniently, there's a bit of masking tape already here. And then we're going to want the BP01 screws. Now, I remember this being rather awkward last time. So that's one. Now, really don't go mad on these because you will not feel it will just strip the thread. Okay, so let me just go for a bit of chat because that's gone mad. Peter says, no, it's fine, Dave, mate. I'm looking forward to seeing you, buddy. Dave Max says, okay, mate, I'm looking forward to seeing you also. Ed says, evening to everyone. So, hi, Ed. Thank you for joining. Peter says, hi to Ed. Dave Mac Builds says, evening to Ed. Athol says, evening, Lord Peter. Dave Mac, Ian Campbell, and our host, Simon. Simon? Who's Simon? Alex or Horlixs. Dave Mack says hi to Athol. Lord Peter says hi, Athol. Ed Hughes says, hey, Dave Mack. Lord Peter. Mark Smod says hi to Ed. Lord Peter Webster says, you mean Alex, Athol? Laugh out loud. Mark says, hi, Athol. Ed says, hey, Mark. Mark says, Ian Campbell just sent you a Facebook message. Athol says, hi, Mark Smod and Ed Hughes. Ed Hughes says, hi to Athol. Ed Hughes says, can't wait to get to this point in the build with mine. Oh, that's cool. Mark says, the area in the cap makes it harder to put the screws in. That's why I said wrist date after issue 110. Okay. Mark says, Ed, you will enjoy it. It's a nice, simple build. Yeah. Ed says, I'm at issue 93 with the build. And yes, nice build. Peter says, I'm missing my build now it's finished. It's like that though, isn't it? Like whenever I miss the Routemaster when it's done. Athol said, but it's a VW and they're known to be rattlebugs. Ask every owner of a camper van. Yeah. Tom says, Mark, VW T1 model, easy do. Ahmad says, how are you doing, guys? Hope all is well. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Dave Max says, hi, Ahmed. Mark says, hello, Ahmed. And Peter says, hi, Ahmed. And Alex says, good day, sir. Say good day to you too. And Athol says, sorry, Alex, thinking of someone else. That's all right, no worries. So, we've got two more of these screws to put in. If I can get it in. That's the only thing, these screws are really awkward. think last time I opened the screw holes up a bit actually. Perfect. That's our trim installed. And that's the end of issue 109. So let me carefully bring this back up. Twist it round and we can have a look at the trim. So it looks pretty cool. Okay. So now we are on to 110. I wasn't going to do 110, but Mark will know why I've decided to do 110. Mark says, Tom, yes, it is. Athel says, evening, Awed and Tom. Okay, so yeah, I can't wait to get all these hinges screwed down. BDO4. Put these screws away. BP01. BP12. Have I got a BP12? No, I haven't. But there is one there. I just haven't done a label for it yet. BP09. Amazing. So that wasn't too bad. We've been done half hour. So half hour issue. So 110. Okay, so right tail light, left side door, and right rear corner window. So yes, Mark's for electrics. Yeah, I saw some LEDs and I thought, yeah, they're going in. Ahmed says, oh, sorry, almost midday here in California. Well, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Okay. So I'm just going to move this out of the way for the moment. And then I'll get all this open because there's quite a lot of small parts. To look through. Really small parts. Okay, so part one is the rear right corner window. Which is in this package. Okay. 2 is the right tail light LEDs. 3 is the right tail light, which is the silver part, the reflective part of it. 4 is the tail light lens itself. Which is looking like that. So that's everything in that pack. And then we've got the right tail light holder, which is part 5. The silver piece here. We've got the left side door hinge. So that's in there with 2 pins. We've got the door strap holder, which is this part here. In fact, I'm just going to start putting these in here, the small parts. We've got the fuel tank cap bracket, which is part 9, which is this piece here. Then we've got the fuel tank cap itself, which is a silver part here. Then we've got the rear seat stop, which is this piece here. Window latch, this piece here, tiny. Then we've got some BPO4 screws. We've got BPO9 screws and BD08 screws. And that is all the parts. So quite a little bit to do. I'm going to get all the screws out ready, I think. I'm sure we're going to need them, and if they're not, they can go in the pot. Yeah, it has been a good build, and it still feels weird that I'm actually doing it, because as I said to you, like at the beginning of the streams for this, I bought this as a full kit, and then it was just so bad, customer service, and I never got it. And then they couldn't find me order, and it was a nightmare. Okay. So we're going straight in with the electronics first. So insert the LEDs into the holes indicated on the right tail light. Okay. So I'm just getting this in the right orientation as the picture, although I don't think it really matters. But the first LED you come to with the most wires, they're showing that on the top, which would be the indicator. As I say, I think these are wired in together, so it's not going to make much difference. But so that's going to go in there, and then what I'm going to do is get some tweezers, because you don't want to put too much stress on the solder joints. I'm just going to get my tweezers between the wires, and then even pressure, and that will push the LED right into place. And then we're going to do the same for the lower one. So again, close your tweezers in the center there, and then push down. And that way you won't damage any components or the solder. Nicely done. There we go. So with those fitted, we're going to mount the tail light lens from the front. Press so that the lens tabs are properly inserted into their housing. So this is only going to go one way. Obviously the larger piece at the bottom is going to marry up. Brilliant. And that is that done. Okay, next we're going to insert the tail light assembly into the bus. So let's grab that back. So this is where it gets a little bit awkward, doesn't it? Trying to maneuver the actual shell about. So we're working on this side. So again, I'm going to carefully put this on its side with the wing mirror off the mat, because we're going to be working up in this one. So we're going to pop that in. Oh, no, it's just gone straight through. So this will only go one way also, so you can't get the orientation wrong. Okay, and then we're going to fit the right tail light holder, passing it through the LED cables. So it's this silver piece here. Hope you can see okay. It's going to go through the middle of the two LEDs. Twist and then push down. And then we've got two lots of screws to use here. Ensure that the holder is in the position shown in the picture with the holes aligned, and then use 4 screws, 2 BPO9s in the center and BDO8s at the ends. So let's do the ends first with the BDO8. So that's one in. And that's 2 in. So that's the actual holder installed. And then we're going to use the BPO9s in the center 2 holes, which will actually attach the light itself to the bracket. So that's 1. Two. Solid. Nice. So that is our light fitting in place. Okay, so the next step is to insert the pin of the fuel tank cap into the hole in the bracket in the position shown in the picture. Okay, so we've got a bracket here, and the pin is going to go into the square hole. So who says you can't put a round pin into a square hole? It's supposed to go in there anyway. There we go. That was a bit tough, but that is that. Okay, place the fuel tank cap onto the post indicated on the right interior, fitted in the body in the last section, secure the bracket with 2 BP04 screws. Okay, so that the actual detail is going to go inside. So it's going to go like that. And then we're going to use 2 BP04 screws. Doo-doo-doo. Right, so I'm going to bring you over here a bit. That's one. Two. Cool. So in theory, if we open the fuel cap, we should be able to see the detail. Although mine's shut, I think it was a little bit weird. Yeah, see, it doesn't really open, to be honest. But you can just about see the cap in there. But my fuel cap doesn't want to open any more than that. I don't think it's quite right, but anyway, I don't want to force that, and I'm never going to look in there anyway, but it's nice that the detail is there. Okie doke. So the next stage then is to place the rear seat stop and window latch on the holes indicated so they're located as shown in the picture. Okay. So I think for that, the best thing to do is carefully turn this back round. Cool. Right, so window latch. Sorry, the rear seat. So we've got a cut out hole here, which is going to match this. Like so. And then we're going to put the window latch up here, and it's just above, it's the hole just above these silver rails, and again it's keyed, so we can only put this in one way. And there we go. Now we're going to insert the upper tab of the rear right corner window in the housing indicated and press the lower part so it is flush. Okay, so we're going to put the window in that corner now. So let me get this in a good position. So it's going to go in here. So it wants us to push this tab up into there where it sits. There's a groove, And then we're just going to carefully push the bottom. There we go. Now, that is that installed. Lovely. Right, let's have a little catch up some chat. So Tom says, thank you, Mark. Tom says, hi, Ethel. Mark says, pre-ordered the Apache yesterday, 5 minutes after it went live on Agora's website. Ed says, still debating about the Apache. Peter says, I pre-ordered my Apache earlier. Tom says, Apache looks good, Mark. Ed says, great tip about inserting LEDs. Always use tweezers to push them in as well. Brilliant. Ed says, my fuel door is the same. Okay, so it's not just me then. And then Tom says, don't forget to go part work upgrades. So next we're going to place the left side door hinge in its housing indicated at the bottom of the door frame. Secure it with 2 BP09 screws. So, cool. Working down here. BP09 screws. So I'm going to get one ready. And of course, open the pack carefully because there's 2 pins in here, remember? So it's going to go with the long side facing the inside of here. So it's going to go in that orientation. So that's 1 screw and 2 screws. Now you're going into plastic here. So we're not going to go too hard on those. So that is our hinge installed. So we're now going to retrieve the left side door assembled in issue 78, couple its hinges with those of the body, then insert the pins into the hinges, ensuring that the smooth end is inserted first. So this is quite exciting. So here is the door ready that we had. So that's going to go hopefully on like that. So that's just sitting in place, and then we're going to get the pins. And carefully insert them in. I've got some pliers here. That's one in. And then the bottom one. And that's that one in. Okay, and the door's perfect. Couldn't be more happy with that. Yes, look at that. This is still a bit skewy, but okay, so that is the side doors done. Oh, look at that. Okay, so next we're going to push the door stop strap holder through the 3-strap loop. Can we do that with the door open? What side? We're probably best doing that with the door closed and then on its side again. Yeah, we are. There we go. So we're working over here. And then we're going to put the bracket in and secure it with 2 BP09 screws. So again, we're working over here. So I'm going to put the strap through. And then carefully line that up. Oh. And then 2 BP09 screws. One. And 2. And there we have our door strap. And that's it. That is the end of issue 110. I still have a couple of BP09 screws, which makes me nervous. I'm guessing this should be left over for something else. And I haven't missed anything. Or have I missed something? I don't know. Maybe they go in that window hinge. Do you know what else is worrying? $110.14. Am I going mad? Place the rear stop and window latch on the holes indicated, so they're located as shown. Insert the upper tab of the corner of window, fit that. Side door bracket, fit the door. Do the strap. Completed. Right. What I've realised is, unless I'm being completely, and I've completely missed it, we've got 3 BP09 screws left. which is a bit strange. We've got one of the BP04, one of BD08, but we've got 3 BP09s. Now, if you look at this assembly diagram, you can clearly see here that it uses 2 of those BP09 screws to fit the window catch. Yeah. But it doesn't say to do that in the mag anywhere. So I'm glad I saw that. So the hinge is going to come back on itself. And we're going to secure that with 2 BP09 screws. Because it makes sense to, because it's all here ready to go. They fit nicely as well, so, and then we can shut the window. Brilliant. Yeah, definitely. Those screws are for that. Because as I say, if you look at the exploded diagram, clearly shows 110/14, 2 screws in the window hinge on the frame. 114 are the BP09 screws. So they just haven't covered it in a step that I can see. It's like they've missed a whole step out. So yeah, there we go. So I'm glad that's together and that works nicely. Perfect. So that's both of those all installed. And that's all of those windows are installed now, so I ain't got to worry about them flapping around in the wind. So there we have one light fitted, window, and the bits and pieces inside. And that's a look from this side. With all the windows shut. And then we can open our little doors up. Obviously, we've still got a stop strap to put on there. But that's really cool. Yeah. Brilliant. Really happy with the results today. And I'm glad I found out, I looked into the missing screws. Okay, so that is it. So appearance of the parts in the vehicle. So yeah, we're all done. Okay. So Mark says you are correct, Alex. Yeah. Ahmad says, if you don't mind me asking, what is part work upgrades? It is the place, one-stop shop for anything to do with part works and upgrades. You can, I will get the link. I'll get the link for you. So you can get all sorts of bits and pieces for the part works. So you can get power mods, Yeah, power mods, this builder's cushion to help you build stuff on. There's blueprints. There is power adapters, the stands for the Lancaster bomber. You've got the Lancaster crew. You've got all sorts on there, but I've just put the link in the description. And you can also, if you've built the Routemaster bus, you can also buy my Bluetooth mods that I've made on there. So yeah, it's all on there. So any sort of build, you've got Knight Rider builds, the Back to the Future, the Ghostbusters Ecto 1, you've got the Yamaha YZR M1, you've got the Eddie Stobart, the Batman Tumbler. It goes on and on. There's mods and improvements for everything. So yeah. So Ed says looking good, Alex. Thank you very much. Mark says I may need to do my window hinge now. Yeah, do have a look, Mark. Have a look in 110. It's not just me going mad, is it? It definitely doesn't say to do that. I mean, I know sometimes it adds it on the end of a step. Oh, by the way, do that, but it don't. I can't see that. I've just gone by this diagram, and it definitely shows that window hinge being screwed in with two BP09 screws, and it's funny how we've got two left, so it's got to be for that. Peter says good job, Alex. Thank you. Dave Max says great word, Alex, really coming together. Excellent stream, big thumbs up. Thank you very much, Dave. Tom says thank you, Lord Peter, and then I have put the link in for you if you want to have a look at the site. Okay, so that is me done for this session. Let me show the schedule off. So that was me for tonight. So tomorrow there is nothing on at the moment, and Sunday we have Mark's Mods, who's in the chat here. He's doing the Partwork live show at 7 o'clock, and that'll be with the Nexus. So yeah, it was a great show. Head over there. They talk all things Partworks and what might be coming out, and information, delays, anything you need to know about Partworks. They will be able to assist, or may have the answers for you. Then we're back to me on Monday with Build Ferrari, and that'll be an earlier time of 7 o'clock because Julie's Yorkshire Crafter's Doll's House has now finished. And if you haven't seen that, please look back to last week where she did her finale. So I'll be going live at 7 to give it a little bit more time because the plan is to finish the Ferrari on Monday. So yeah, that'll be another finale, all being well. And then on Tuesday, we've got Geordie Dave and Danno doing the Build the Titanic, and that'll be at 7 p.m. So thank you very much. I'm going to stop screen and come back to me. Yes, I hope you have a great weekend. Ed says, great stream, Alex. Catch you all later. Good night. Thank you, Ed. Yeah, I hope you all have a great weekend. I'm off now to go and have some food, and then I've got some more work to do with staff. So thank you all for watching. Please like the video on your way out, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, or consider subscribing, please. And that is it for me. So until Monday, yeah, as I say, have a good weekend, and I'll catch you then. So, one more comment come in. Ahmad says, thanks, guys. So, thank you very much. So, yeah, see you on Monday. So, yeah, take care, everyone.